Fruity fragrances are officially taking over 2026. So I got 5 bangers for you guys that are some of the best fruity fragrances that you absolutely need or need to try in your collection for 2026. I'm not going to lie, guys. If you guys don't have a fruity fragrance in your collection, at least one, you guys are missing out. I got a bonus for you guys, and I'm not going to lie. One of these fragrances that I'm going to talk about was actually my scent of the day today. Starting with number 5, we're going to talk about Carolina Herrera's Bad Boy, the Eau de Parfum, the Electrique, the original one. Now, this fragrance is an absolute banger. It's clean, it's modern, it's very versatile, a great daily driver for 2026. And what makes this one really special, that's really trending, is this plum. Now, plum, there has been some really great fragrances, and there's a lot of fragrances that you guys know that probably have plum. Let us know in the comments below which one's your favorite plum. But this is a nice, very mass appealing one that has plum, a nice, sweet, fruity note that has been trending and has been in a lot of fragrances. And yeah, I mean, it is an absolute banger. Great for date nights, great for the office. You can wear it anytime, anywhere. Now, this one, when it comes to, the scale of sophistication, this one's in the middle between casual and sophisticated. I would say this fits more in the casual realm than the sophisticated, but definitely has a nice truffle note in there as well. You guys have some nice aromatics with lavender, some geranium, and some pink peppercorn to add a nice little spice. Absolute banger, an 8 plus in my opinion. And for number 4, we're going to talk about this new one that I haven't really talked about. Ahmed Azure Royale. I'll put the name on there. It's a really tough name to pronounce. Now, this fragrance is another banger. This one is one that I haven't really talked on the channel yet, but one that I've been really excited and really been wanting to talk about it. This one is perfect for now that we're heading in the warmer weather. This is a perfect fragrance to have. It has a nice, juicy, delicious pear note in here. This one has been compared to having a little similarities to Blue Talisman. The best part about this one is that this was about 50 bucks. Very strong, extrait de parfum. Okay. You got some nice florals in there. You got a nice rose and I believe lily of the valley. Something that adds a little aquaticness in there. I don't think it's lily of the valley. It's another one. But the one fragrance that this also got compared to as well with Talisman that really made me want to try it was the female's Versace Dylan Purple. That one for women is an absolute banger. It has a nice fruitiness in there that I believe that also comes from the pear, but the female one has more fruitiness to it that I would say make it more feminine. This one has a little bit more woods and musk to go ahead and make it a little bit more unisex. But man, this one is an absolute banger, man. Absolute banger. If you guys like that, great fragrance, like I said, unisex, maybe even with your partner to wear. Beautiful sprayer, pressurized, and this is a pretty strong fragrance, man, but definitely a banger to have and one to consider for your collection. And for number 3, we're going to talk about this excellent one that I always talk about, Valentino's Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. And I will always talk about this fragrance. This is one that you definitely need to have full, big bottle worthy. I would say almost blind buy worthy. But hear me out here. What makes this one an absolute banger, right? Because we're talking about fruity fragrances, is that compared to the Y that also has apple, and there's a lot of fragrances out here that have apple, this one has a really nice, juicy red apple that does make it a little bit more different compared to the Granny Smith green apple, right? The nice juiciness that has. This one brings in like a red vibe. You got nice sweet tobacco in here and some other lavender, geranium, bourbon geranium, I believe, some vetiver. So this is a fragrance that's mass appealing, but still makes it a little bit different. That makes it a little bit more unique, rather than your regular, freshie or fruity type of fragrance. Absolute banger, great for date nights, casual wear, anytime, anywhere. Don't even got to think about it. This one, in my opinion, is pushing to a 9. No cap. Another banger that we're going to talk about coming in at number 4 is going to be this Guerlain's L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. Now, this is a cherry banger. If you guys have peeped, like I said, Armani code, not Armani code, but the Armani line is coming with the Strong With You one that has some cherry in there. I believe there's some other fragrances that have come out this year that have some cherry, and cherry's been, on the market. The reason why I talk about this one is because this one also has that cherry note. This one is more niche, more for the cooler weathers rather than, the spring and summertime that we're talking about, but definitely one to at least get your nose on. Like I said, cherry and fruity fragrances is what's trending. We're going to see that on the market, and all these fragrances, for the most part, are more modern and whatnot, and ones that have been definitely picking up trend. And this is a banger that you guys definitely need to try. Perfect for date nights. This one is more sophisticated out of the ones that we've talked about. This one brings in a more grown and just more masculine, sophisticated, classy sort of vibe here. But absolute banger, absolute banger. Coming in at number 5 here, we got the Aromatics French Avenue New 2026 Frostbite. Now, this one has been picking up some trend, and this one may have a little hype here. It seems like the bottles have been running out, so it seems like it has definitely been a little popular. This one is going to be a banger. Why? Because it has the mango. Now, mango has been popular because of many fragrances, especially the God of Fire one, right? But this one's going to be a little bit different than that. That one's great too, as well, for the spring and summer. The God of Fire, I think you have the French Avenue, the Vulcan Fue, and the Mason Alhambra one, the Skeptra Malachite, the green bottle one. I'll put those pics up. But this one's a little bit different with the mango. This one's a little bit deeper and richer as the scent profile in general compared to those fragrances. Those are my more bright, fruity, and juicy. This one's definitely got a great character here. Perfect, versatile for all year round. Perfect for the warmer season, just less sprays. Perfect for the cooler weather as well. Can hold up. This one's got some character. This one, in my opinion, which we can also, put that on the list, is gonna be, decent sprayer, nothing crazy. Is Jasada's Ambassador. Okay. But what makes this one also different, not just that, because it's not Jasada Ambassador, it's definitely a little bit different, but you pick up a lot of similarities to there. And Jasada Ambassador, in my opinion, has pretty much smelled like a slightly more niche version of Dior Sauvage, but with some mango on there, making it tropical, fruity, perfect again, like I said, for this type of season. I've wore it at work one time, and I've definitely gotten a comment about it. Definitely positive feedback. Nothing too heavy or strong, right? But definitely a little bit. Like I said, this one has character and some depth in there. So one that I wouldn't say you could overspray. You're not really gonna kill noses compared to other fragrances, but one that you gotta watch the sprays on, because this one is a little bit stronger than you think. It definitely holds up. A banger in my book, and definitely one to try. This one is definitely about 50 bucks, if not less as well. So one that wouldn't break the bank. And then finally, as the bonus, my scent of the day, we're going to talk about this Lataffa's vintage radio. One that was like 40 bucks, or if not cheap, man. This, if you guys want to smell like niche for less, this is a good one. This is supposed to be an imitation of Inicio's Paragon. But this one, I would say, I haven't smelled the original, so don't take my word for it. But based on my experiences and on notes and stuff, I would say that this one's a little bit more mass appealing, right? But this one has that nice juicy plum, like we've mentioned before. But compared to the bad boy, this one's a little bit deeper and richer with that plum. You got some geranium, some palo santo, and a little bit incense. That definitely makes it a little bit different. Like I said, a little bit more niche, but definitely mass appealing as well. Absolute banger. I put quite a bit of sprays, one on my wrist, one right here that I've been putting lately. You can still kind of smell it, a little creamy dry down. But man, that plum is really good with that lavender. Great combo and fragrances. Like I said, one that won't break the bank. Absolute banger. When I wore it today, obviously for the first hour when you wear fragrances is kind of, projects. This one I definitely had somebody in the office after I walked in was like, that says something. But yeah, man, absolute banger. Nice, cool little bottle, one to have in your collection, especially if you like the vintage vibes. I would say it kind of could match that. My fit of the day today was just this blue shirt from work. Uh, some some joggers with some white sneaks on the bottom. I always wear my white sneaks. But yeah, guys, that's five absolute bangers with this bonus right here. I could put these both plums up here together, but they do smell a little bit different. Absolute bangers and fragrances that you absolutely need. If not, definitely must try. Try before you buy, as always. So yeah, fruity fragrances are not going anywhere 2026. If anything, they're just evolving. And I think we're definitely going to see some really nice, interesting fruity fragrances in the future now that we've been seeing this trend going on. If you guys don't want to miss out, I definitely highly suggest that you guys look at least into one of these fragrances. If not, let me know in the comments below which one do you think is your best fruity fragrance that people must try, if not should have in their collection 2026. All right, y'all, that's going to be the fragrance video for today. Much love, like, comment, subscribe if you guys like this type of content. I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Peace.
Like and subscribe.